to go across to Priyanka Chaturvedi first. You've seen something like this happen first within the Uddhav Thackeray Sena, where you had a rebellion eerily similar, led that time by Eknath Shinde. Now we're seeing that two double blows. Do you think this in an aggregate brings down the electoral salience and the kind of might the MVA would have had in 2024? You've weakened by the absence of Eknath Shinde earlier, now weakened also by the additional absence of Ajit Pawar. Priyanka ji.
The only people who feel we are weakened are the television channels and news media. Simply because what is a setback for television channels and the TRPs is not really a setback in terms of what people think of us. Shiv Sena cadre is a cadre-based party, and the entire cadre continues to strongly rally behind Uddhav Balasaheb Thackeray. The people of the state continue to hold him in high regard, and he is till date one of the most popular chief ministers Maharashtra has seen. So having said that, temporary setbacks like someone going for because of ED raids or fear of ED, IT, whatever, because of the corruption they've done, or in the greed of earning some more money by this defection, it is a temporary win for them. But in the long run, it would be Shiv Sena emerging stronger.
You've come out projecting a lot of confidence, Priyanka ji, but the fact is that Ajit Pawar is a formidable leader on the ground, especially in rural Maharashtra. He has sway not just amongst general voters, particularly amongst the NCP. Sharad Pawar, with all due respect to his health and age, is no longer the force that he was 20-30 years ago. The likes of Chhagan Bhujbal, Prafull Patel sitting with Ajit Pawar, and these are people who know the NCP party and structure, would suggest which way they think the political wind is blowing at this moment.
No, again I repeat the same thing. Those who are going against their own party, the party that built them, the party that made the space for them, have gone on to the other side due to whatever reasons. Now, out of the 9 ministers who were sworn in today, 4 of them, including Mr. Ajit Pawar, had serious corruption cases against them. We also seen that as far as NCP is concerned, and for the matter Mr. Fadnavis and BJP is concerned, they were the ones leading the charge against these NCP leaders. Kirit Somaya was doing a press conference every single day against Hassan Mushrif and some 1500 crore worth of corruption or whatever. Having said that, it is going to be what we see on the ground, and if you would remember when he had taken oath for the first time along with Devendra Fadnavis, which was for 48 hours, within 48 hours, the scenario had changed. So even an hour is a long time in politics. So we don't know what next 48 hours would see. And we could
the big
also
difference
see
between
that
that time and now is Ajit Pawar has had an opportunity to think this through. That time those who rebelled with him hadn't anticipated the kind of pushback there would be from Sharad Pawar. Now they've had an opportunity to think that through, because this rebellion has literally been in the making for months now.
So again, the time will tell who the people of the state will support. As far as we can see, Shiv Sena, when we saw this kind of betrayal happen, this kind of treachery happen, and we saw how long-standing allies of BJP were backstabbed the way they have done with the Shiv Sena, they can do that with any party. Keeping constitutional morality aside, democratic principles aside, and being so underconfident that despite getting 2 wheels and double engine coming from the center, they will not be able to perform well in Maharashtra. They had to get in a 3rd wheel. But the questions arise, now these 40 MLAs who went with Mr. Shinde, the principal reason for leaving that alliance was because NCP was the roadblock and Mr. Ajit Pawar was the biggest roadblock for them. This was their reason. What happens now to those 40 MLAs? So there are a lot of inconsistencies within. I remember the jibes thrown at us by news channels whenever we used to go that we are a 3-wheel sarkar. What is this now?
Remember, 3 wheels
and don't they have their own ideological
very uncomfortable.
Differences?
They're never really easy to navigate, so that is a fair point that Priyanka Chaturvedi makes. Can they navigate a 3-wheeler well? Thank you very much, ma'am, for joining us. Appreciate your thoughts.